Israel Adesanya, we've covered this guy before. His ex-girlfriend loses $500,000 to the UFC star as lawsuit backfires. I missed this when it dropped like a month ago, but man, I am glad it got back on my radar because we do have the conclusion to the epic divorce arc. Israel Adesanya's current run of 3 consecutive losses may have diverted the community's attention from the struggles he had outside the octagon. The last style bender has been unfortunate in his personal relationships when the news of his breakup with ex-girlfriend Charlotte Powdrill came to the fore. Some of you guys might be remembering some of these names, yeah, because we did cover this story. Reports claimed that Adesanya's ex-girlfriend was seeking compensation from the UFC star and took a legal route, which turned out to be a bad idea. Maybe she did it because she had nothing to lose, and now she cost him $500,000 that he can't get back. Maybe not. I think from what I remember about her, she seems to be herself not in a bad position, let's just say. Charlotte Powdrill, who's believed to be working as a real estate agent, whose breakup with the UFC star became headlines in current year -2. Apparently, she filed a lawsuit against Israel Adesanya and wanted half of his net worth, which is reported to be around $15 million. Claiming that she played a very important role in helping the Nigerian-born Kiwi fighter become a star, Powdrill took to court for $7.5 million in compensation. The weird thing about her claim is the fact that Adesanya was never married nor has had kids with Charlotte Powdrill. The UFC star would be the one to reveal his issues with his fans and followers on social media. Moroccan star Ashraf Hakimi, who faced a similar issue. Yeah, remember that's the guy who he actually ended up getting his ex-wife to pay him because all of his stuff was in his mom's name. So technically, on paper, that made him the poorer one. And his wife owed him. Yeah, that's brilliant, man. Guys are finally getting their shit together. I got a shout out from Izzy when he said, very relatable. Imagine being so fucking entitled. You think you deserve what a man's worked his whole life for. And when you come into his life with nothing and try to leave with millions. But I like Ashraf Hakimi. My assets are protected. I would have taken half her shit too, but I don't want half of nothing. Yeah, I remember that quote. But now you're going to get at least $500,000. Well, it appears that Israel Adesanya has already had his finances in order, just like Ashraf Hakimi, because all of his wealth was under his mother's jurisdiction. Ah, nice. He did it too. He had nothing to his name as such. Reports from Knockout claim the court ruled the former two-time middleweight champion's favor, and Charlotte Powdrill will be paying Adesanya's half of her own net worth, which with the amount being $500,000. Oh God, yes. Yeah, this is the new meta for defeating the gold diggers, isn't it? Just make sure you're only rich on paper, but it's all an act because all your money actually belongs to someone else. Earlier, it was pure speculation, but now it seems to be confirmed fact. Israel Adesanya can take a sigh of relief now and get back to living his life the way he does. But what about Charlotte Powdrill? Well, she appears to be living a very low-profile life. Let's take a look at that front. I think she must have known this was coming. Maybe she's hoping that, despite her name being out there everywhere, she might be able to make this go away. No mentions of Israel Adesanya on his ex-girlfriend's social media. That's probably all in private. Israel Adesanya is a star, so he's used to being in the limelight, but no one wants to be in the news for something personal. And no one knew his ex-girlfriend until she was associated with her. Come on, guys. ChatGPT, man, you got to keep it on a leash. With him. Hence, dealing with the public scrutiny due to personal issue may have forced Charlotte Powdrill to push back on the negative reactions. However, her social media account includes no posts related to her breakup or any lawsuits. Yeah, she most likely she probably didn't want to put up with the online bullshit, which I could sympathize with. She's definitely the villain in this situation, but that's a smart move. There's other villains that could learn from this, like Pirate Software. In fact, she's living her normal life, working as a real estate agent and sharing posts about rental and for sale properties through her social media. Moreover, she also appears to have restricted people from engaging too much with her account, indicating that she wants to move on from all the noise that kept the whole MMA community talking for a while. Well, she shouldn't have started all that noise then. If she just broke up with the guy and left, no one would be talking about her. These UFC fighters have a different girlfriend every week sometimes. No one knows or remembers these women. You would have been a non-issue if you wouldn't have tried to pull this bullshit. Yeah, well, Israel Adesanya can forget the past and focus on what really matters, his UFC career and the need to get back to a winning column. Given that he's also been quiet about his issues with his ex-girlfriend, the former UFC champ may have already moved on from it as well. Regardless, what do you think about Powder being ordered to pay up $500,000? No, that's good. We need to see more of this. This is the best way to fight against gold diggers. Yeah, they think that they struck gold, but they actually struck a pile of IOUs and debt. That is perfect. Yeah, like Will Smith said in Men in Black, if you don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Yeah, don't start no shit, there won't be no shit. That is a true statement. There was no shit until you started shit, so take the hint. If you don't like shit, don't start shit.